¿Qué tal, gente? ¿Cómo están? Bienvenidos nuevamente a Mass Effect 2. Continuamos con el comandante, ahí que está estirándose un poquitito. A ver, señorita Kelly, ¿algo para nosotros?
I saw the reports on Horizon, Commander. What you did was amazing. The report mentioned that Ashley Williams was there. How did that go?
It was good to see her.
Do you have strong feelings for her?
¿Sientes algo por ella? Sí, no, eso es historia. Vamos a ponerle que sí o no. Aunque la verdad que no, con quién habíamos tenido romance no me acuerdo en el Mass Effect 1. No me acuerdo con quién era, ¿eh? Creo que era con la Sari, ¿no? Que ahora no me sale el nombre. Pero bueno. Eso es
But we
historia.
had to get those in the past now.
I'm sorry. Parting ways with someone so close is never easy.
I appreciate that, but I'll be okay.
Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
¿Qué tal la
Is there
tripulación?
anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Operative Lawson would like to see you at her station on the crew deck. Operative Taylor would like to see you over in the armory. Anything else, Commander?
Bien.
Do
Si
you have a moment to
quiere
talk?
hablar algo.
I always have time for you, Commander.
No, no tiene
I
nada.
better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Más 2 de virtud. Mensaje sin leer. ¿De quién? Título. Error, nombre inválido. Shepard de la galaxia por sacarme del purgatorio. Una nave vino por mí, pero no fueron demasiado rigurosos al arrastrar las armas. Con conocimiento grabaré tu nombre en vez del mío en mi próxima víctima. ¿Hay alguien a quien quieras que mate? Pero me disparaste cuando me iba, así que debo matarte. Ya sabes cómo funciona esto. Mi padre me enseñó que si dejas a alguien te haga daño, la cosa va a más, así que hay que dejar las cosas claras. Y no me refiero a este mensaje. Hasta otra, la gente que vive aquí va a volver y comenzará el espectáculo. Busca tu nombre, me aseguraré de que lo encuentres antes de que yo encuentre a ti, Billy. Vamos a reventar la cabeza este. Puedes ayudarnos, comandante. Un soldado de la Alianza me ha dado estos datos de contacto. Espero que te llegue el mensaje. Dijiste que estaba tratando de detener los recolectores. Se llevaron a mi hijo y a mi hermano. ¿Los has encontrado? ¿Sabes dónde están? Sé que estás investigando, pero ha desaparecido mucha gente. Todas las familias han perdido a alguien. En el caso de los niños es peor. Pupitres vacíos en las escuelas, prendas de abrigo sin estrenar. Por favor, la Alianza no está haciendo nada. El Consejo no está haciendo nada. Si puedes encontrar a nuestra gente, te ruego que hagas algo. Dime qué puedo hacer. Dime algo. Robin Reef. Muy bien. Todos leídos. Bueno. Primero vamos a ver con quién podemos hablar. Armero, no podemos hacer nada. Estas son armas que vamos encontrando. Tú. ¿Qué querías?
Man, sorry I'm a little unfocused. Personal matter. It won't affect my duties.
The yeoman said you wanted to see me. What's this about, Jacob?
As I said, it's a personal matter. I don't want to waste our time if it turns out to be a goose chase. But... well, I got pinged by a ghost the other night. Family.
I'm listening.
My private log got an update about the Hugo Gurns back. The ship my father served on. It sent an SOS last week, reporting a crash and requesting a rescue. Shepard, that ship went missing 10 years ago. I hadn't talked to my father for 3 years before that. I've buried everything but a body. I'm not convinced it isn't just some automated distress signal ticking over. It's been too long.
I'd think you'd be more excited that your father might be alive.
He wasn't around enough for me to have bad memories. It's an old, well-healed wound. But if he's actually alive and needs help, I also want to note that it's not normal procedure for distress calls to be routed to the Normandy. This was passed to my personal log through Cerberus filters.
Any signs that this was a Cerberus front? Who passed this to you?
I doubt the elusive man would let a direct operation stake hold this long. If there's a link, it's probably just about money. Cerberus needs diverse holdings to fund projects like, well, you. And whoever sent this my way covered their tracks. Someone could be fishing for favors, or thought it would get under my skin. Who knows with that bunch?
Okay.
You didn't get along with your father?
He made no apologies, I'll give him that. You make a mistake, you own up to it, even if you keep making it. Whatever problems we had were a lifetime ago. I've had 10 years to get to where I am, and as far as I know, he's still a ghost.
Tell me about the Hugo Gernsback and what it was doing.
Privately held frigate. I looked over the mission brief when it disappeared. Nothing stood out. Typical research and grab operation. Find an uncharted planet, stake a claim, and establish as large a presence as you can as fast as possible to shut out competitors.
Ok. Bien. O sea que si hiciéramos esta misión, nos ganaríamos la lealtad de Jacob, supongo.
I think we can spare the time. Pass the coordinates to Joker.
I appreciate that, Commander. I don't expect more than dusty old bones, but it'll be good to close the record.
Bien. Perfecto. Nueva misión. Madre mía, la cantidad de armas que hay aquí. 4 de virtud. Bien. A ver si este señor tiene algo. Ah, bueno, acá. Estuve recolectando algo de materiales. Tampoco es que sea tan agradable estar tirando sondas a los planetas, pero bueno, algo pudimos encontrar. Perforante, escudo, escopeta, aumenta el daño de los escudos, redes bióticas, mejor la escopeta pesada, escopetas de asalto a todo tu pelotón. Bla, 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 el campo de efecto de masa, cada proyectil. A ver, no es prioridad. Daño biótico, mejora amplificador, beneficio de pelotón. Bien, esto lo puedo investigar, es barato. Bien. Mejoras de armadura, esto que me falta. Encontrarlo, obviamente. Mejoras de la nave. Nada. Prototipos. Reciclar poderes. El entrenamiento avanzado permite a Shepard reasignar puntos de poderes. No se concede puntos de Shepard. No me interesa. Shepard obtiene un 20% más de salud. Venga. No se negocia. Muy bien. ¿Algún otro prototipo? Tejido de hueso. Bien. Investiga. Okay. Mejoras. Esto está todo lo investigado. Y bueno, lo de la escopeta. Sí, ya está. Fuera de arma, aumenta el 50% contra escudos y barreras. Listo, venga. Ok. Morodin.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Perhaps later. Trying to determine how Scale Itch got onto Normandy. Sexually transmitted disease only carried by Varen. Implications unpleasant. Anything else?
Laboratorio, estado del pelotón.
Are there any medical concerns I should be aware of on the team?
Cerberus personnel in excellent condition. No squad concerns to report. Always some matters, but nothing affecting immediate mission.
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Esto aquí. Bien, ¿qué más?
Miranda wants to see you.
Bueno, vamos a ver a Miranda qué joraca quiere.
Thank you, Commander. Rupert put the new supplies to good use.
¿No hay de qué? No hay de qué. Señorita Miranda. Ahora quiere hablar.
Shepard, I find myself in the unpleasant position of asking for your help. I don't like discussing personal matters, but this is important.
Miranda, you're one of my crew. Tell me what's on your mind.
You remember what I told you about Father? Building a dynasty? There was another reason I went to Cerberus for protection. I have a sister, a twin, and he's still hunting her. Cerberus has kept her safe, until now. She's living a normal life on Ilium, safe and hidden from my father.
So you think your father has tracked her down?
Precisely, Commander. My sources indicate he knows that she's on Ilium. I've tried to keep her hidden without impacting her life, but I'm out of options. He's too close. I need to relocate my sister's family before it's too late.
A ver, investiguemos. Qué panorama, ¿no? No podrían tener otro enfoque, no.
What do you know about your sister?
Todo el culo de
She's
Miranda
my
en medio de
genetic
la
twin.
pantalla.
We're identical. But she deserves a normal life, and she's going to get it no matter what.
Does your sister's family know about this? Are they okay with being relocated?
They know nothing. They're completely uninvolved. Normal. I told Cerberus, and they're coming up with a positive reason to move the family.
Bien.
What do you need me to do?
My father is extremely persistent. I'd like to go to Ilium when Cerberus is moving the family to make sure none of his agents get too close. My contact's name is Lantea. She'll be waiting for us in the lounge near the Nos Astra docking bay.
Bien. Segunda misión que nos dan. Supongo que todas estas son misiones de lealtad, con las que nos ganaríamos la lealtad del tripulante, ¿no? Ahora Garrus.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some
Okay.
calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Y tenemos el otro asunto, señores. ¿Qué hacemos? ¿Liberamos al Krogan o no liberamos al Krogan? Interesante. Vamos a ir a nuestra cubierta. A ver, modificaciones de armadura. Sí. Tanque de peces. ¿Están muertos los peces? No, manzana. ¿Están muertos? ¿Pueden alimentar? Hello. Música. Quiero. Terminal privada. Ver logros. Tienen pinta que están muertos los peces, ¿no? Porque no se movía ninguno, estaban todos arriba. A ver, armaduras. Dejemos de boludear un poquito. Armadura. Tipo de armadura. No tenemos nada. Casco. Aumenta el daño de tiro a la cabeza en un 10%. Esto que nos daba. Aumenta la salud. Me gusta más este. El visor. Casco. Aumenta la salud. Sin casco. El daño en la cabeza me gusta. De paso se le ve la cara un poquito. Pecho. Esta de aquí, ¿qué nos da? Reduce el tiempo de espera que inicia la generación de escudo en un 10%. Y esto aumenta el daño de los poderes en un 3%. Y la verdad que lo ideal sería que se regeneren más rápido los escudos. Hombros nada. Brazos. Aumenta la salud en un 3%. Aumenta el 10% de la reserva. Sí. Grebas. Aumenta la potencia en un 3%. Y velocidad del correr. Venga. Creo que está todo aplicado. Creo. Y... ah, no, a ver si podemos... el aspecto informal. Sí, ese, ¿no? Ah, este es demasiado informal, esto también. Esto no. Ahí. Aplicar. Bueno, gente. Ya hablamos con todo lo que teníamos que hablar. Yo quiero un poquito de acción. Puesto de mando. En ingeniería no me han dicho nada. Terminal privada. Veamos. Diario. Tareas. Se gesta un crimen. Cortó un buen mercado, ha perdido su cupón de crédito. Ya iremos. Estos son tareas. Ya las haremos a esas. Expediente. El legado. Activa el Krogan. Podemos activarlo o no. Vamos a hacer una misión. En el próximo activamos el Krogan. Detener recolectores. El talento de la grandeza. Viaja a ella. Vamos a ir a ella. Vamos a hacer la primera misión de Jacob. ¿Dónde Horaca está? A ella. Ilium, recluta vecino, ayuda a Miranda, ayuda a Jacob. Aquí. El culo del mundo está. Depósito poquito de combustible. Perfecto. Ayuda a Jacob por allí. Bien. Creo que alcance el combustible. Bien, y después nos quedaría aquel por explorar. Por suerte son 2 planetas.
Anomaly detected.
De mierda está la sonda.
General distress. MSV Hugo Gernsback. Registration BW4610340.
I have found some projects. Element 0 is used for bioamp.
Vamos a aterrizar. A ver si esto nos proporciona... Ah, tengo que fijarme en los puntos de pelotón. Habíamos ganado algunos. Bueno, Jacob obviamente tiene que venir. Y quiero a Garrus. Sí, dame Garrus. Bien, 3 puntos. Munición incendiaria. Bueno, ya que estoy, munición disruptora. Vamos a dejarlo ahí. Jacob, tenés 2. Te doy ahí. Garrus, nada. Armas. Y armas no teníamos mucho para elegir. Lanzarrayos de partículas recolectores, 4 opciones tengo. Lanzagranadas, lanzamisiles. Eficaz contra armaduras, escudos y barreras bióticas. Escudos, barreras y armaduras. Lo que pasa es que esto es mucho más. Y déjalo a este. Fusil de combate. Voy a probar este. Aunque es el primero que utilizamos en su momento. Listo.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
Bien. A ver. Garrus, querido, anda con el franco. Bueno, y este va a escopeta. Letal a corto alcance. Claro, a larga distancia, mis huevos vas a hacer con eso.
Switch up!
Pedazo de nave.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but in years.
Bien, inteligencia artificial.
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Along with us anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
Ok. Algo raro hay.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology. Override. Beacon resumed. Pause time, 8 years, 237...
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as... Record deleted. By Acting Captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
What?
Who's in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours, following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback. Activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
A ver,
I
aquí
assume
dice
unsafe deceleration refers to
Following
the...
the Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Why are you comparing the crash to theoretical speeds?
The Hugo Gernsback was constructed off-world. It is not rated for suborbital descent, and doing so exceeded operational parameters.
Okay.
Come on, let's get going.
Let's check the ship. My father had the beacon for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
It must have after so long.
Okay. Claro, en este podemos llevar mucho más munición. What? ¿Por qué no puedo? Ah. La misión me indica que tengo que ir para allí. Yo soy porfiado, voy a ir por aquí. Registro. No se entiende una mierda.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember. Can think straight. They have to hurry.
O sea que el alimentarse de las plantas de este planeta como que les causaba problemas neurológicos. Pam, pam, pam. Easy.
Luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him.
Bien. Porque mucho aquí no puedo hacer. Continuemos. Me pinta de que ahí nos vamos a encontrar con algo o con alguien.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The Hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them, so they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Watch out!
Estaba boludeando.
They won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape! Attention left! Got him.
Have a nice trip.
Because I'm not ready. On target! Headshot!
Estos. No le pego un burro a 2 metros,
Yeah! Never saw me coming!
Haven't.
A ver, agarro si le metes un buen disparo.
There we go!
Señorita.
You killed them, but there are more every day. They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
She's lost it. We need to find someone who can make sense of this.
They attacked because he exiled them. We serve, so he'll call the sky. He never sent the call, so they hate him. Hate everything. We just want to go home. You killed them, but there are more every day. They want
No va a
to
decir
fight,
nada
but I
importante.
just want to go home.
Bien, créditos. Munición, bien, gracias, O sea, que acá están todos loquitos. Mecha despojado. Pero también tenemos robots.
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure.
Okay.
Is that a settlement? They better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
Okay. A ver qué pasa por aquí.
They're from the same group as the ones that attacked us, but these are docile.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently. Makes males get violent?
Possibly, but the female on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
¿Qué has dicho? Que no te dijo nada.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop. Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
He has a cruel face. His cruel face. Go away. You are like him. You will keep... I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing.
Bien, o sea que el padre de Jacob alguna cagada se mandó.
He keeps us. Protects us. And we...
He is bad. He is a bad...
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he...
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
Ese. Todos chifladitos. Vamos a sacar las armas por las dudas. Ajá. Bien, vamos a usar munición disruptora.
Shot ready.
Rerouting power.
His mechs shoot without question. Not exactly a long-term discipline solution.
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe it was just for defense.
Nada por aquí.
Please, here. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Does it say why he separated the men and the women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard? I don't see any justification.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
Okay. Aquí hay algo, mecan activo. Iniciar. Aquí. Esto aquí. Y esto aquí. ¡Uy! ¡Corre! Estamos comiendo los mocos.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
God damn it. It's really him. Just got free. He's covering his ass.
The old corpse was posed like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
Bueno, cuidadito.
Please reconsider your aggressive attitude.
Ahorita acá. Ya tenemos la munición puesta.
Nice trip. Careful, the automated line defenses after the crew turned violent. They keep attacking. I had no choice.
He had plenty of choices. A little late to blame his victims.
Found those shields!
Concussive shot ready.
Backup systems engaged.
Más. A ver, misión. Revisemos. La música no se fue, o sea que enemigos deberían seguir quedando. Hijos de perra.
Careful. Forces have engaged. Backup systems engaged.
Bueno, espérate.
Forces have engaged. Hostile forces have engaged. I have one casualty.
Ay, y estos que se arrancando los huevos,
Nice trip.
Engaging target.
Get over here!
Critical system damage.
Keep us busy. Distracted, but it's getting dangerous. Thank God you've come.
He had his fun. Now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
This should come in handy.
Investigar. Bueno. Esperamos un poco de munición. A ver allí si hay algo. No. Vamos a intentar adelantarnos aquí.
Got him!
Backup off engaged. Requesting assistance. System failure. System failing.
De Jacob se metió en la boca el lobo, me parece.
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me.
Throwing people away. This thing is not my father.
Bien, munición para armas pesadas. Eso me suena que vamos a tener algo por aquí.
Enemy!
Get over here!
Toma, cabrón.
You kill, but I will stop you!
Concussive shot ready.
Hostile drone!
Esos drones de mierda.
Come on over!
Yes!
Ah, está el puto bicharraco ese.
Watch for drone.
¿Saben qué? Este arma...
They hide like exiles. Find.
Get over here!
So we can go home.
Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
Misión por las dudas. Bien, elemento 0. Ok, nada por aquí. Misión parece que venimos a tope. Y parece que no hay más nada. A ver. Ronald Taylor, el padre de Jacob. Algo para nosotros. Nada. Nada. Bueno.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you're acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I'd hoped to leave it at that.
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years? What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy. At first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers. That was before the hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
Bien, no hay más nada.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
We'll secure him for an alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
Bueno. 2 puntitos de pelotón. Los supervivientes de ahí están siendo tratados por personal de la Alianza con el apoyo adicional de Cerberus. Resulta reconfortante comprobar que Taylor no se ha visto psicológicamente afectado por la experiencia. Ahora que el asunto de su padre está resuelto, Jacob está concentrado totalmente en la misión. Bien, ya tenemos la lealtad, creo, de Jacob. Crea un escudo que absorbe gran cantidad de daño. Bien. Ah, le desbloqueamos un poder. Nuevo traje. Nuevo traje para Jacob, me gusta. Daño pistola pesada, 10% más de daño. Perfecto. Créditos, elemento 0. Bien. Bueno, gente, vamos a ir dejando el capítulo por aquí. Primer misión de lealtad, creo. La de Jacob. Encontró a su padre después de 10 años. Se había liado un poquito en ese planeta, pero bueno. A ver.
Alliance ships are inbound to secure Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
Don't even give him the taillights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did, but I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine, you didn't forward it, so who did?
I did.
Figures. Who else could get into Cerberus channels?
It was hardly classified, just obscure. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this?
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Come on, we've got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard, thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
Muy bien, señores. Nuevas cositas. Ah, a ver el daño de pistola. Vamos a hacerlo ahora. Porque si no después me olvido. Entonces ya nuestras armas van a hacer un poquito más de daño. Pam. Investigar, perfecto. Bien. Blindaje para naves pesadas. Ah, no, bien. Mejoras de la nave. Vamos a investigar. Se ha acoplado su protectura de la nave. Mejora blindaje exterior y fabricación de hacer. Esto ayudará a que la nave aguante un impacto de carga potente suficiente para aumentar el escudo. Bien, venga. O sea, todas estas mejoras de la nave y todas estas que parecen boludeces, estas cosas, pero cada una de estas mejoras aumenta la probabilidad de tener el final bueno, obviamente, cuando terminemos la serie. Así que a tener paciencia. Y no hay nada. Mejora de armadura tampoco hay nada. Mejora de la nave queda una, pero no podemos. Prototipo. Entrenamiento avanzado. Reciclar poderes. Su grupo aumentará el número de poderes disponibles. Ah, bueno. Mento 0. Bueno, esto por ahora no me interesa tanto. Gente, los espero en el próximo capítulo. Vamos a hacer seguramente otra misión de lealtad. Probablemente la de Miranda. Así ya tenemos los dos primeros de la tripulación ya listos. Y vamos a ir alternando después con misiones secundarias. Los espero en el próximo. Espero que se hayan divertido. Cuídense y pásenla bien.